Welcome back to Warfare News. This week, Operation Summer was announced. I also have some other bizarre information that you might be interested in, so be sure to hit the subscribe button. Let's first talk about Operation Summer. What are the event vehicles and how do you get them? So what the vehicles are is there are 6 of them, 2 planes, 2 tanks, and 2 boats. The first plane is the AR-196A3, which is a German float plane armed with 2 20mm cannons, 1 MG, and 2 50-kilogram bombs. It also has 1 defensive 7.92 MG. This thing will probably be at a rather low battle rating, so it could be pretty fun to blow people away with those cannons. It also happened to be created by a player, A29R, and the cockpit was made by Joy Division. The second aircraft is the F11F-1 Tiger, which is a 1950s jet armed with 4 20mm cannons, plenty of bombs, rockets, or air-to-air missiles, and also happened to be flown by the Blue Angels acrobatic team of the US Navy. Now, as cool as this jet is, and probably very effective, it doesn't seem to have anything unique about it that separates it from any old other jet. So it's not going to have any special weaponry like the FJ-4B of prior events. However, as a jet itself, I'm not sure how it's going to perform in-game. We'll have to wait till we get it. The first tank was kind of a disappointing one. The Infanterikanonvagn 73, or IKV-73, was essentially a STRV M42EH modernized by removing the frontal machine guns and welding the holes shut. It doesn't state any other differences on the dev blog, so we have to wait and see if there are any further ones. I would hope so, because the STRV M42EH is not exactly the greatest tank out there. The high tier tank that they are giving away is the Leopard C2A1 MEXAS. Oh, and would you look at that, it happened to be the tank that I was talking about in my last video. Kind of explained what it was there, so be sure to check that one out. In my opinion, I've been thinking about this, and this I don't think is gonna be too much different than the usual Leo A1A1. It has the same cannon as far as my knowledge. The only real difference is the MEXAS add-on armor, which will probably only be effective against heat. And even then, I don't think it's going to stop a whole lot. I could be wrong. I don't know the exact layouts of this armor or how Gaijin's going to model it. Really, at the end of the day, it's just going to be another Leopard, which is great if you're grinding out Germany or just love Leopards. Personally, still would prefer the Stealth Leopard, much cooler. Although perhaps they're saving that till when they start implementing stealth technology into the game. If that was a premium, it'd sell like hotcakes, I guarantee it. The first boat they are giving away is the Freccia P-493, which is another shooting boat armed with 3 40mm autocannons and some torpedoes. You can do a lot of damage in the boat battles with 2 40mm autocannons, so with 3 you could do a whole lot more. What I find kind of odd here is they say at the bottom that it's going to come with 3 cannons. However, there are plenty of images of the render with only 2 cannons. I wonder if they have another model of this stored away somewhere, or maybe you'll be able to remove one of the cannons. That'd be interesting. Now, the other ship that they're giving away, which is indeed a ship, is the Maxim Gorky, which was an upgrade of the Kirov class cruiser. However, that only extended to improving the anti-air a slight bit and adding some armor on. It doesn't exactly say where that armor is though. Though my current lineup is actually getting real close to the normal Kirov, so having a event version would be quite nice to help me grind through there when they bring back Enduring Confrontation for Naval, or entirely redo naval conflicts. A few other things that you can get here are some decals of mythical beasts, 3D decorations of various guns, as well as camouflage for the vehicles I talked about. So you're wondering, you're all hyped up, you want all that stuff, how do you get it? Pretty simple. This event happens to be just any old other event. We're not having to build some weird monument in Gaijin's glory like I was predicting. All you have to do is complete 3 out of 5 possible tasks every 2 days to get a star, and then once you get enough stars, you'll unlock various prizes. To get the first vehicles, the low tier ones, which all happen to be premium, however will not be able to be sold on the marketplace, you have to get 5 stars in whatever category that vehicle is in. So you can only get aircraft stars with aircraft, you can only get naval stars with boats, and when I say boats I mean ships too. Then you can only get tank stars with tanks. So if you have ever done one of these events before, you know the drill. It's the typical stuff. Now this time around, actually they made it a little bit harder, just a slight bit. So instead of destroying 45 enemy tanks to get the tasks done, you have to do 50, and a few other ones changed. It's a slight bit, but it's an unfortunate creep. A little annoying. To get the high tier vehicles, you actually don't need 12, you only need 10 of each category stars. Now the top tier vehicles are going to be coupe tampons, which you can sell on the marketplace. However, they're not going to be premium, so you will have to grind out the modules. As for the minor rewards, the camouflages will be immediately added to your account. You can't sell those. However, the decals and gun decorations will be able to be sold on the marketplace. So now that we've been over all of that, you're probably wondering, when can I start grinding all this stuff? And how long of a period do I have to grind all of it? Well, the grinding is going to start on the 7th of August, also known as Friday, up until the 31st of August. Quite a long time, and you might miss some of the stuff because some of you guys are going back to school. Well, there is a solution to that. If you happen to have some deep pockets, you can purchase the stars for 999 golden eagles. Alternatively, if you're only looking for, like, say, the jet and you don't have time to grind it out, commonly when these things go up on the marketplace, like a little bit after, once everybody starts getting them, the price typically dips pretty low and you can pick it up cheaper than if you were to purchase it with the golden eagles. Now that is a bit of a gamble, but I would consider doing that if you don't want to grind it out and you only want one of the higher tier vehicles. Now, if you're looking to sell a high tier vehicle, the jet has been hyped up quite a bit, mainly because it probably will have a Blue Angel skin, which a lot of Americans will like because they're patriotic. However, large ships had been able to retain a high price for a longer period of time, maybe because there's less people who play naval, so it's more of a seller's market. However, I'm not a financial consultant or whatever, so you have to make your own decisions on that stuff. Now, after this event comes and goes, it's likely that we'll start seeing devlogs for the upcoming patch, whatever number or name they're going to attach to that. There is some information out there that we can confirm on things that are not coming to the patch. The first one I find quite funny, actually, because I had a viewer pop on and ask me about it. It turns out Germany is not getting a Phantom this coming update, so no F4F. Nor are they getting a Tornado, because that's apparently too advanced. And for those who are still speculating, once again, no, the F14 is not coming next patch. Now here's a thing, a true fact. Somebody had come to me, somebody who so far has a 100% track record on being right with the information they hand to me, stated that when form suggestion for the F14 was handed to developers, they had immediately commissioned a model for it. Now before you get too excited, that does not mean it's coming anytime soon. The forum staff in the past had stated multiple times that it could take over a year for a model to be added into the game. But because the guy who told me this is who he is, I will state 100% I believe the F14 is coming in the future. Not soon, but it is a planned vehicle. Now the last thing comes from Sin10AP is an interesting one. What he's responded to doesn't matter too much, as what he's saying is more important. Given that Britain just got a brand new top rank MBT, you should not expect anything new at the top end of the scale this update on the ground. What he means this is up to you, but I could assume a few things. Obviously, we're not going to get any super hyped, awesome top tier tanks, at least for Britain, which is a bit of loss because if they were to release the newly announced Challenger 2 with a 130mm gun, I can tell you that thing would sell like crazy because people are pretty hyped for that. And yes, I know, it was just announced. Of course, they don't have any armor values or penetration values on it yet. Of course, all those are kind of made up anyways. I'm just joking around. Though I still kind of find it really odd that Rheinmetall would release a trailer for their weapon. Like, you think anyone who watches on YouTube is going to be like, yes, I think I'll buy the new 130mm smoothbore cannon. I definitely need that for my pickup. Like, it's countries that buy this stuff. Do they watch YouTube trailers to get hyped for things? I don't know, maybe they do. Maybe all the defense contractors are just like getting all hyped up watching their favorite YouTubers react to the new trailer like it's a video game or something. Wonder if there's pre-order bonuses. Now if you're thinking, oh, there's not going to be anything new for the ground, that means they're going to go hard for aviation. Well, what I can tell you is that rank 7 aviation and rank 8 tanks were denied. So that only leaves a few things on what you could possibly think. Maybe I'm wrong about the whole thing, and this is going to be some boring normal patch where they add some random tanks that, well, not even tanks, random aircraft that are not the hyped ones like the F-14 or anything crazy like that. They're just going to add some more normal jets. That just doesn't sound like Gaijin. I feel like they got something that they're ready to announce, but they're not giving us any hints on what it is. Maybe I've just cut up too much in the rumors. Or maybe Poland can into War Thunder. That's just an assertion. I have no proof. One thing I do have proof of is perhaps some larger boats. There was a data mine that happened quite a while ago by Sonoda Kotori, in which he found some pretty large cannons, some 203s for an Oregon class. What was most interesting than this were two types of guns that were to be on the Stalingrad class battle cruiser, and we do know that battle cruisers are coming sometime this year. Now the thing is though that not everyone plays naval with the current state it's in, so would that really be the thing that they're going to try to hype everyone up with? with, I feel like it would still have something left over for those not interested in ships. Or perhaps, I don't know, maybe they're going to change the way ships work, make the game mode not suck, though a lot would have to change for that to happen. Last possible thing I could bring up, somebody had handed me this image of a Su-20 model, an incomplete model, with the implication that it was coming in the game. Now, unfortunately, I couldn't find anything that connects this model directly to War Thunder. In fact, the guy has never seemed to have worked for War Thunder before, so I can't really say for sure, but an Su-20 added to the game would be pretty cool. However, once again, any old model you see on the internet does not prove that it's coming to War Thunder. There are plenty of models out there that look like they could come to War Thunder, but so far they're not in the game. And that's just about everything I have for this video. So before I close out, first I'd like to thank my patrons and YouTube members, starting with the patrons, Suka Bliad Idinahui, as well as a new one who goes by Edward on my Discord, who happened to join right after I record this segment, so I had to re-record this. Thank you very much. And as for YouTube members, starting with a new one, Lars Henrik, thank you very much for joining. And for a returning guest, the Royal Rat, thank you very much. Peter Konglinski, Nico Korkamaki, I like them thick, Mehmet Hazarchi, Joe Blupski, Tex, One Max, Roger Rammer, Grimace, Mighty Peppers, Pointless Gunsticks, and Waffly Joker 6. A big thank you for all of you. Patrons and YouTube members get unique Discord role, videos uploaded a little bit early, as well as additional permissions in my Minecraft server. And for YouTube members, unfortunately YouTube doesn't have an on-max system, so you just bug me in the latest member-only community post for the member role. So if you need comments, concerns, or questions, be sure to hit me up down below or on my Discord. If you've liked the video, be sure to hit the like button. If you didn't like the video, don't hit the like button. If you want to see more, I make War Thunder weekly news videos every Sunday. I make random videos throughout the week. I like to stream on Saturdays, and I have a upcoming Minecraft stream planned sometime as well this week. So thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day. In the terms of bonus news, you know that 130mm Challenger that I talked about jokingly, oh, that should add to the game? Somebody actually did make a suggestion on the forums for it to be added to the game. It got denied because it's too new, but like, my dude, it was announced from the point where this thing was posted. It was announced 2 days prior, and you're already asking for it in game. It's 2 days old. Now, I don't want to go around bullying anyone because this is a no bully zone, but you just gotta chill, man.